Welcome to the Letting Go live stream. This is the Course in Miracles Workbook series. Today, lesson 219. The basis of so many of these reviews, I am not a body, I am free. It's a review of lesson 199. Now, today I need your help. I ask you, Holy Son of God, to release your mind from the bondage, the prison of the ego's home known as a body, that I may be set free. For as long as you believe that you are a body, you will believe that I am a body. And I need your help. I need your help to get free of this cage. So as you practice this idea for yourself, you practice it for all. And as you grant yourself release, you will release as well. Many who are still constrained to the limitation of a perception of themselves as a body. Where does your mind dwell? Where does the mind dwell if not in a body? The Holy Spirit awaits your turning this mind over to it. And when you turn your mind over to the Holy Spirit, well, then the body will perfectly go along fulfilling the function that it will on earth. Turning the mind over to the Holy Spirit, all conceptions of bodily concerns fade away, for the body will be maintained in perfection to fulfill its function here, to bring love and the presence of love to the awareness of those who still believe that they are bodies. Set them free today as you free yourself by turning your mind over to the Holy Spirit, and allow the grace that you live by, the grace that you are released by, to release all other, seeming other lives to heaven on earth. Let's begin. I am not a body, I am free, for I am still as God created me. I am not a body, I am free. I am God's Son. Be still, my mind, and think a moment upon this. Could you still your mind for a moment and think on, you are God's Son. Now returning to earth without confusion as to what your Father loves forever as his Son. You are not a body, you are free, for you are still as God created you. You are not a body, you are free. Now the mind has been given to the limitation of the ego and its home where it lives, what it is bound to, a body. That is not you, is it? Would you give this mind with the power of creation shared entirely with it to the whims and vanity of an ego and a body that believes it's separate from all things? And could you make a choice? Will you give the mind to the Holy Spirit? Let it no longer be bound with the body, the ego. Will you give your mind over to the Holy Spirit? And yes or no is fine. Now, even in the logical, reasonable choice of yes, And even in the no, there might be resistance to giving the mind entirely over to the Holy Spirit and complete freedom of God's Son from the body. Could you simply notice any resistance, any holdback that's there for you on setting the mind and all of our minds free in your doing so, turning over this mind to the Holy Spirit? Could you just allow up any trepidation, any anxiety, any feeling that comes up for you other than the love of the freedom that you have given us all in turning your mind over to the Holy Spirit? Just allowing any feeling that might seem stored in the body. Well, it may very well, the ego may very well fear the loss of its domination over the mind, its use for only what concerns it. And could you just allow that feeling to come up? Bring it to light. Just feeling a feeling, just allowing it to be there. To fight this feeling claims it's real and relevant to you. Could you allow it to be just a feeling? Letting it go. Would you let it go? When could you let go of this feeling and free all minds by turning yours over to the Holy Spirit? You are not a body, you are free, for you are still as God created you. You are not a body, you are free. You are God's Son. Could you be still a moment and think a moment upon how you are God's Son? And will you turn your mind over? It's just a decision, and you may choose either way. Will you turn your mind over from the binding of a body, an ego? Will you turn it over to the Holy Spirit and freedom? You don't have to. It's just a choice. Will you save me and all other minds through turning your mind over to the freedom the Holy Spirit offers you, and all from the cage of a body and an ego? The all awaits your decision. Can you notice any holdback? The ego, the body, there may seem to be some fear in turning over the mind to complete freedom from focus and obsession on this body, for that's the ego's abode. Could you just notice any holdback, any resistance, any feeling other than the love and freedom of the Holy Spirit when you give your mind over? It's okay to deny Any resistance or any negative feeling would only claim it could affect you. Could you simply open up and allow any resistance to turning your mind over to the Holy Spirit and its sole purpose of your freedom and all of ours? Could you allow this feeling up without defending against it, fighting it, claiming its reality? Just turning this feeling over, releasing it. Could you release? Would you release your mind to the Holy Spirit and the freedom it offers you, and the freedom you will give me and everyone else in your choice? When could you release any resistance, any denial of turning over this mind to the Holy Spirit and love? You are not a body, you are free, for you are still as God created you. You are not a body, you are free. You are God's son. Could you be still? Could you still your mind a moment and think upon the fact that you are God's son? And this mind, which has been obsessed with the body and its maintenance and what's good for it, what's bad for it, the ego simply doing what it does, nothing bad about it. It's simply a survival mechanism for a body, for a limited, very limited sense of self. Could you give your mind over, give the mind over from its focus and exclusion to a small body and ego to the whole, the Holy Spirit and freedom? It's just a choice. Will you choose to give your mind over to the whole, the Holy Spirit and freedom? And still, this might bring up great panic in the ego. And that's okay. Could you notice any feeling other than that sweet freedom the Holy Spirit offers you as you turn your mind over to it? Noticing any energy other than that love of God, your Father's love for you. Could you allow up any resistance to the surrendering of your mind to the Holy Spirit and freedom and your Father's love? It's already been there. It's not new. It's nothing to fear. If there's any resistance, could you allow it up? Bring up these feelings of fear, guilt, smallness, whatever comes up for you that would delay your surrendering the mind to the Holy Spirit. Would you welcome this opportunity to go free of this energy, to give it up? Could you really allow up any resistance? Be with that feeling. Let it be there. Nothing to fight. Fighting it claims it's real and has power over you. Could you simply allow this feeling up, surrendering it to the Holy Spirit, to God? Would you surrender this feeling, this holdback, this resistance to the freedom that awaits you? You never have to surrender. And when could you surrender any resistance to turning your mind over to the Holy Spirit? And just surrender the mind to the Holy Spirit and to your Father's love, which is not apart from yours. They are one. It's always safe to surrender to the Holy Spirit and the love of God, though it may not seem so, because there's feelings, fear, guilt, and smallness. So you can always allow up these feelings rather than fighting them and keeping them stuck and piling them up. Just surrendering, turning them over. All negative feelings pass, for they are but illusions, and are automatically replaced by the truth of what you are, which is not a body. You are not a body, you are free, for you are still as God created you. Remember this often. Bring it to your practice periods. You are not a body, you are free. You are God's son. Could you still your mind and think a moment upon this? You are God's son. And then return to earth without confusion as to what your Father loves forever as his son. And could you allow yourself to just go free, free of the body, free of this mechanism of the ego, and just turning your mind over to the Holy Spirit? There could be more resistance. That's okay. And could you just surrender this mind to the freedom that the Holy Spirit will bring to the world through you, will give to the world through you? Surrendering your mind to the will of God, the will of love, which is not separate from your own. Will you be not a body and be free? And watch the Holy Spirit, how it moves through this body, which will dwell in the world as long as it's useful, to free us, to show us who still believe we are bodies that there is something far greater than these egos, these bodies, that is available to us all. Will you show us? Will you free us as you have allowed yourself to be free? Thank you for your service. Thank you for letting go. Thank you for turning your will and your life over to the Holy Spirit, the mind over to the Holy Spirit. Fear not if it seems there's some delay. If you don't completely disidentify with this ego or this body right away, it takes what it takes. And could you just continue letting go and letting the Holy Spirit take care of what there is to be done? Thanks for joining us today. Thank you, Sacred Jane, for your comments and tuning into these releases. So happy to be with you in this. And everybody else who's been watching and following along, grateful for your service to the Holy Spirit and all. Thank you for my salvation. Sons of God, daughters of God, that you are. Have the best day you can.